Hey guys, it's me, Diego9, and welcome back to another video where today I'm going to be showing every single gun in Fortnite. I will be showing their stats, and I will show me firing them. So let's start off with the boom bow. The boom bow does 115 damage per second. It does 115 damage. It has a fire rate of 1 shot per second. It has a magazine size of 1. And the reload time is 1.3 seconds. The boom bow does 115 damage per second. It does 115 damage. The fire rate is 1. It holds 1 bullet per magazine. The reload time is 1.3 seconds. Now let's see it firing. This thing is a laser. Yep, it's insane. Next up is the Scoped Revolver. This weapon sucks. It does 70.4 damage per second, 44 damage. The fire rate is 1.6. It holds 6 bullets per magazine, and the reload time is 2 seconds. Now let's see this garbage firing. And it's legendary. It doesn't make any sense. It should be common. It's bad. Next up is the hand cannon. Now this thing used to be insane. It used to be able to take down any type of material with 1 hit. But now even wood it can't take down with 1 hit, but it's still really good because it's balanced and it makes sense how powerful it is. So it has a DPS of 62.4 seconds. It does 78 damage. It has a fire rate of 0.8. The magazine size is 7 bullets. And it takes 2 seconds to reload. Now let's see this awesomeness firing. It's a laser. Boom. It's insane. Next up is the double barrel shotgun. The double barrel shotgun does 228 damage per second. It does 120 damage. It has a fire rate of 1.9. It holds 2 bullets per magazine, and the reload time is 2.7 seconds. Now let's see it fire. It's basically double pump, but not as good, because as you can see, it is not accurate. You have to get really close up to someone to actually do large amounts of damage. Like if someone was just down there, it would do like 10 damage to them. So that was a flaw, but I overall really liked it. Next up is the heavy shotgun. Now this is probably the most accurate shotgun. It does 77 damage per second. 77 damage. It has a fire rate of 1. It has a magazine size of 7. And the reload time is 5.6 seconds. So it's a pretty long reload time. But this thing is pretty good. It's actually accurate. Doesn't do very much damage from far away though. So yeah, next up is the amazing legendary pump. So this thing does 77 damage per second, 110 damage, and that's just for a body shot. I could do like 200 for one. You can just one pump them. The fire rate is 0.7, the magazine size is 5, and the reload time is 4.2 seconds. Now let's see this awesomeness fire. Now this is like the best kind of shotgun that you can use in the game right now. It is probably the most effective one that you can use. And yeah, it's pretty great. Next up is the compact SMG, or the P90. Now this thing has a damage per second of 210. So you can just take someone out in 1 second. It does 21 damage per shot, but it just shoots super fast. The fire rate is 10. The magazine size is 40 bullets. And the reload time is 3. Now let's see it fire. Remember, like 20 damage per hit. Okay, so it's actually the next day. The thing is, I wanted to bring this out yesterday, but I had to go to dinner, like a really fancy dinner, And my parents were using the TV until I fell asleep, so yeah, I wasn't able to bring it out. My throat is kind of dead right now. But yeah, next up is the insane golden scar. So the damage per second for this thing is 198, pretty insane. It's 36 damage and it shoots that fast, so that's pretty good. The fire rate is 5.5. The magazine size is 30 for each magazine, and the reload time is 2.1 seconds. Let's see this thing firing. Now, this is like the iconic good gun. It used to be better and like super rare, but now it's like you'll find this thing every like 3 chests that you open. So it's no, get that out of here. Get that out of here. But it's still really powerful, and it's pretty good. Next up is the Famas, the burst assault rifle. Now this thing was kind of a flop. No one really liked it, so it has 134.1 damage per second, pretty good. 33 damage per shot, 4.06 fire rate, 30 bullets per magazine, and the reload time is only 2.3 seconds. So I know it sounds like it would be pretty good, but it's the bloom on this thing because you only get first shot accuracy for the first shot of the burst, which is really bad because the burst is quick like this. So it's really not accurate. And no one liked this one, so get that crap out of here. The suppressed assault rifle. Now, this thing does 181.5 damage per second, 33 damage, the fire rate is 5.5, the magazine size is 30, and the reload time is 2.1 seconds. Most of it is pretty much like the Scar, but it's silenced and it's not as good. But it's still really good, and it's pretty nice. That's all there is to say about that. Oh no, the thermal scoped AR. Now guys, this is legit my least favorite gun in the game. I hate it so much. So this thing has a super high damage per second of 66.6. Wow, that's so good for a legendary weapon. I mean, that's like a third of the amount that the Scar does per second. It does 37 damage. The fire rate is very slow, 1.8. The magazine size is only 15, and the reload time is 2.1. Let's see this crap firing. Oh wow, but it's thermal scoped, and it does an insanely little amount of damage. It literally just took 6 shots to destroy 140 damage. It's so awful. Get it out of here. It sucks. Infantry Rifle, the legendary one. Oh, by the way, I'm only including the best versions of each weapon. This thing is really good. I have absolutely not a single complaint about this thing. It's good, not as good as the Golden Scar, but I think that's kind of obvious. The Golden Scar is the best of the assault rifles. So yeah, overall pretty positive. Oh, I forgot to do the damage per second. Okay, 176 damage per second, 44 damage, which is more than the Scar, but it shoots a little bit slower. The fire rate is 4, which is pretty good. The magazine says it's only 8, but that makes sense because it's semi-automatic. And the reload time is 2.1 seconds. Why is the Scar? Get out of here. Thank you. Okay, next up is, ooh, yes, I'm excited about this one. The heavy sniper rifle. This thing does 51.8 damage per second because it takes more than a second to fire one shot, but once it does hit someone, ooh, that's a spicy 157 damage, and that's for a body shot. For a headshot, this thing does over 200 damage. And it does insane amounts of damage to like NPCs. I'm talking like 2,000. Alright, ready? Oh, hello, NPC. Boom, 1,100. It's insane. And yeah, this thing is pretty insane. 0.33 fire rate. It only holds 1, but that's because it's a sniper. And the reload time is 4.1 seconds, but it's a sniper, so that's all forgiven. I would want to use this thing for like 6 minutes, but I probably shouldn't because I have to get on with the video, so yeah. Very positive. Next is the suppressed sniper rifle. 34.7 damage per second, 105 damage. Fire rate is 0.33, magazine size is 1, reload time is 2.7 seconds. This thing is great. Okay, so basically everyone was super unhappy that they vaulted the bolt for this. But it's like, why? This thing is better than the bolt because it does the same exact amount of damage as the bolt, but it's silenced. So basically it's just as good as the bolt. Like, it does the same amount of damage, but it's silenced, so they won't hear you coming. So why have any negative reviews about this, but then think, oh, the bolt is so good. So yeah, the bolt is good, but, you know. Minigun, the ultimate noob spray weapon. This thing has a damage per second of 228. It does 19 damage per shot, but it shoots super fast. It has a fire rate of 12, which is insane. The magazine size is 0 because it doesn't have a magazine. It's infinite shots until you're out of ammo, but it can overheat. The reload time is 4.5 seconds, which is the time that it takes for it to stop overheating. Now let's see this awesomeness fire. Awesomeness, wait, no. It's the minigun. The ultimate noob spray weapon. It can have first shot accuracy. No, it can't, never mind. Let's try to hit just at least one shot. Oh, I actually hit a shot. That's nice. 33 damage. Alright. Next up is the grenade launcher. This thing has a damage per second of 110. It does 110 damage because it's like a grenade, so it's pretty good. The fire rate is 1, the magazine size is 6, and the reload time is 2.7 seconds. Now, this thing's like... You're not going to get high kill games of this thing. It's good for when someone's basically in a fort like this. Just hiding, maybe healing up and stuff, and you're just gonna see that and just try to yeet a grenade right inside of there and blow it up. It's pretty good. It's explosive, so yeah, but I don't really have anything negative to say about this thing because it's a grenade launcher. There's not really anything negative. Oh, here it is, the rocket launcher. This thing, 90.7 damage per second, 121 damage. That's because it takes way longer than 1 second to fire and to reach its target. It takes a while to reach its target if it's far away. But once it does, boom! Yep, 121 damage. And if that's a headshot, ooh, spicy. 0.75 fire rate. 1 magazine size of 1 because once you fire it, you just grab another rocket and place it in the front. Reload time is 3.2 seconds. So, boom, fire it and then reload. Nothing negative about this. Just like the grenade launcher. This one's better than the grenade launcher. It's more effective, but yeah. Quad launcher. This thing's good. It shoots super fast, and it's a rocket launcher. It has 84 damage per second, 84 damage, fire rate of 1, magazine size of 4, and 4.5 second reload time. So this thing's pretty good. Look, it's got that super quick firing time. This was vaulted a while ago. But yeah, this thing is pretty good. Why did the rockets come flying back to me? Okay, that's weird. The one bad thing about it is that the rockets dip, but that's a small price to pay for such a good amount of damage and such a great fire rate. So next is a 6-shooter. This one's a meh. It's accurate as heck, though. It's got great accuracy, absolutely astonishing. It's got a damage per second of 190, which is pretty good because you can do this. Wait. It's a revolver and you can do this, which was OP. It does 38 damage per shot with a revolver, and it shoots that fast. It has a fire rate of 5, magazine size of 6, and reload time of 2.2 seconds. And yeah, I love how it spins after. Even when you're like zoomed in, it still shoots a reasonable speed. So yeah, that's not really that negative. Suppressed pistol, 189 damage per second. The damage is 28 per shot. The fire rate is 6.75, so pretty quick. Magazine size of 16 bullets, which is pretty good. And reload time of 1.3 seconds. Let's see this thing firing. Now this one is pretty good. but it's just a pistol, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, this thing is great to get at the start of a game because you can just go up to someone while they have like not a very good gun, and you just boom, instantly pop them with that pretty fast fire rate. Just if you can tap the trigger really quick, then you'll do really well with this. Oh, the dual pistols. I like these things. I like the dual pistols. They didn't have like the most positive feedback, but no one really reviewed it negatively. Now, basically, these things are shotguns, I guess. So, it does 43 damage per shot. It does 170.5 DPS, damage per second. A fire rate of 3.96, magazine size of 18, and 2.7 second reload time. Now, this thing is pretty OP. It shoots that fast. It's 2 pistols, so it does a pretty high amount of damage. And I don't have a single negative thing to say about this thing. It's pretty good. So, yeah, next up is the tactical SMG. This thing was vaulted. You can probably see why. So, in the unvaulting game mode, which I went on and the event didn't play. It didn't work for me. 50% of people couldn't see the event even when they were there for the countdown, and yeah, that was really depressing. But yeah, this thing has an insane damage per second of 260. It does 20 damage per shot with that fire rate. It's like so many bullets per shot. Wait, that's 24 to 60. That's 13 shots per second. And 20 damage per shot. That's insane. Fire rate of 13. Magazine size of 35. And reload time of 22.2. You can see why that thing was vaulted. Next up is the bolt. It's 36.3 damage per second because I can't shoot a bullet in 1 second. 110 damage, 0.33 fire rate, magazine size 1, reload time 2.2. This is basically just the silent sniper, but not silenced. The silent sniper came afterwards, so that's why they vaulted it, because there's a better version. Yeah, it's good. LMG, 208 damage per second, 26 damage per shot, fire rate of 8, magazine size of 100, huge, and reload time 4.7. Ready? Ah, this thing's insane. It does insane amounts of damage. It's an LMG. You could just shoot straight fire. Let's just shoot through the entire magazine and just completely annihilate everybody. It's got a pretty slow reload time, but it makes up for the super high capacity, magazine capacity. Alright, Field Hunter Crossbow. This one's not very good. 72 damage per second, 40 damage. It does super well against zombies, but that's pretty much it. Not humans. Fire rate 1.8, magazine size 7, reload time 2.5. This is meh. It was just for Fortnite mirrors. Really bad event, by the way. But it was, yeah, look, 1 damage. It's not very good. It can't do any damage to builds because it's a crossbow. It just sticks inside. So, yeah, I get that garbage out of here. Cupid's crossbow. Now, this one's pretty good. It's a sniper, basically. It does 47.4 DPS, 79 damage, fire rate 0.6, magazine size 5, reload time 2.5. So this thing's pretty good because it's like a sniper. You can fire, and it's got a super quick reload speed. See how quickly it reloads? You can just shoot sniper shots everywhere. It's a pretty good weapon in my opinion. And you can do this, which I feel like other people might not feel that this is too OP, but I think it is. So you can do a double crossbow. You can literally go like this. But it makes it so that you don't have to reload. You could just skip the reloading time by switching to the next one, and then you can just switch back. And it's pretty insane. And if you have 4, it's like non-stop. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. Next up, the normal revolver, the OG. the super slow firing, but pretty high damage, especially considering that it's a revolver. 54 damage per second, 60 damage, fire rate of 0.9, magazine size of 6, and 2.2 seconds reload time. So yeah, this thing's pretty good. Nothing really bad to say about this again. And yeah, next up, wrong weapon. Tactical shotgun. Nothing really negative to say about this either. It's just a shotgun. You can shoot fully automatic. It shoots fast and it's a shotgun. Does pretty high amounts of damage. Holds 5 shots. Let's see, it does 8 shots. So it does 111 damage per second, 74 damage, 1.5 fire rate, 8 bullets per magazine, and the reload time is 5.7 seconds. So yeah, this thing's good to get at the start of a game, but once you get a pump, you're just like, nah. You know, it's okay. Alright, here's the normal pump. Pretty normal, you know, really good weapon. Yeah. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Here it is, the drum gun. The highest damage per second out of all the guns. 243 damage per second. 27 damage per shot when it shoots like this. And yeah, this thing was brought back in the unvaulting event, and it's OP. I literally, as soon as it got back, I got 4 of these things in Team Rumble and got a 40 kill game. But it wasn't a victory, unfortunately. But it was awesome. Normal submachine gun, let's go. Alright, this thing's good. 228 damage per second. 19 damage, fire rate of 12, the magazine size of 30, and reload time of 2.2. It's fast. It's normal. It doesn't exist in the game anymore because they brought a better thing, the suppressed submachine gun. This thing does 24 damage per shot, 216 damage per second. It has a fire rate of 9, a magazine size of 30, and the reload time is 2 seconds. Now this thing, I mean, like, lots of people will use it as their assault rifle because it's like as accurate as one, but it shoots faster. You can just shoot it really fast, and it's great to get at the start of a game, but once you get like a drum gun, you're not using that anymore. Next up is the burst. This thing was vaulted long ago, and the blue burst used to be like so good, but in creative mode it's not very good because when it was nerfed, it was, let's just say, garbage. It was not good. Yeah. Oh, wait, I forgot to... Okay, 121.9 damage per second, 30 damage, fire rate of 4.06, magazine size of 30, and reload time of 2.6. But the bloom on this thing sucks. Alright, standard assault rifle, pretty average. Let's do a fire round. Ready? 181.5 damage per second, 33 damage, fire rate of 5.5, magazine size of 30, 2.2 second reload time. Pretty average, pretty good. Alright, no, get that out of here. Heavy assault rifle. This thing used to be legendary and epic and stuff. Now it's only rare and below. 150 damage per second, 40 damage, 3.75 damage, 3.75 for fire rate, 25 magazine size, 2.8 reload time. Pretty nice, pretty slow fire rate, but it's honestly okay. It's an assault rifle and it's got a pretty slow fire rate, but it's okay. Scoped assault rifle. Basically the thermal scoped AR, but better, faster fire rate, but still not a very good weapon. 94.5 damage per second, 27 damage, 3.5 fire rate, 20 magazine size, reload time 2.2. Hunting rifle. I love this thing. This is my favorite sniper in the game, so that's the heaviest. Yeah, it's this heavy sniper. And yeah, this thing's great because you can pull off some insane trick shots with this thing. You can just go pop. Ooh, yeah, got a moving headshot. Yeah, this thing's pretty good. It does 90 damage for a body shot, 72 damage per second, fire rate of 0.8, magazine size of 1, and 1.8 reload time. But this thing, watch this no scope. Wait. Watch this frickin' no scope. Alright, that was okay. Alright, watch this no scope. Alright, never mind. No, not that. We already did that. Semi-auto sniper rifle. It doesn't exist anymore. 93.6 damage per second, 78 damage, 1.2 fire rate, 10 magazine size, 2.3 reload time. Pretty good. Semi-automatic, so yeah, you can get some pretty quick shots. Pretty good amount of damage, but it's a sniper, so it doesn't do as much as everything else, as every other sniper, but it's good. Nothing to say about that. Standard infantry rifle. Pretty good. 160 damage per second, damage 40, fire rate 4, magazine size 8, reload time 2.3 seconds. Standard pistol. This thing's good to get at the beginning of a game, I guess, when no one else has weapons, because this is the most common gun. It does 162 damage per second. You can shoot it fast, like, you can shoot it just, so if you come up right behind someone, you can just pop them. And it does 24 damage per shot, fire rate of 6.75, magazine size of 16, 1.5 second reload time. Next up is the terrible, horrible, no good, very bad Flintlock Pistol. No! This thing sucks. It's garbage. Okay, so first of all, it knocks you back, which I guess is a good thing. I don't know. Look, it knocks you back, which is good for trick shots. Now, the only way that I've seen people actually using this is to launch themselves back so then they can just switch their shotgun and pop. Completely pop someone. But that's the only good use that this thing has. Honestly, this thing is absolute garbage, should not exist in the game, and it is a disgrace to Fortnite kind. I'm going to try to get a shot on these guys, and I can't. Because it knocks me back and it's not accurate and blah 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 blah. It does low amounts of damage and it's like a mini cannonball launcher. 29.7 damage per second, 90 damage, 0.33 fire rate, 1 magazine size, 3 reload time, 3 second reload time. It's garbage. It shouldn't exist in the game. It's trash. I hate it. Alright, I was just ranting on, but that's it, guys. That is it. I hope y'all enjoyed. I don't know why I said y'all. I never say that. What the heck? I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah. Wait, first I want to show my top 3. Number 1. It's the drum gun. This thing's insane. It has the highest damage per second. Because you could just go up to someone and be like, oh, hi. And they're dead. In 1 second. My second favorite is definitely the legendary pump. It gets the job done so well. It does like 200 for a headshot, 110 damage, 77 damage per second. You just go up to someone and I mean, like, it's the normal one that you do for like 1v1s. You're just like building, and then boom, you pop someone right in the head. And my third favorite is the golden scar. There's nothing bad to say about this thing. It's pretty good. And yeah, that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and goodbye.